Good evening, everyone. It's a new year. 2021 is already upon us. It's here. 2020's old is out the way. Everyone has a chance to start new. Everyone has a chance to just start fresh. We have a clean, open slate. Now it is up to us to literally just put up and shut up and literally put the things that we want to do. And as always, thank you for tuning in to Raphael's Big Talks. This is a new episode for 2021. I'm very excited to start this. A lot of big things happening right now for me, and I hope it's just the same for you guys as well. And as always, you gotta keep that chart going up, right? So I want to talk about 2020. Nobody doesn't want to talk about it, but we got to realize that we've done a big reflection on how our year went. What are the things that we messed up on? What are the things that we learned? What are the things that we ended up winning? And before 2020 even came, I was preaching in 2019 that I was gonna do all these big things. I was gonna save up, get a car, do good in school, yada yada yada, and eventually I ended up doing not as much as I thought I was. And it is what it is. I'm glad that I'm finally taking the time to realize where I lost last year, the stupid decisions I made. It just is what it is. We just have to now just capitalize and just don't do the same mistakes again. What I want to talk about is that I believe that a lot of us had high expectations for 2020, right? Like inflated expectations, right? I want to put my glasses on and read about what I wrote about the year in review of 2020. So we all remember how the beginning of 2020 felt like, right? It was the beginning of a new decade, a fresh start, just brute optimism in the air. Everyone was just getting ready to tackle and get after their goals and resolutions for the new decade. And then, the thinkable happens. COVID comes, and just a bunch of disagreements amongst each other in society, whether it is political views, racial views, the police, all the other things. And it's just a snowball, like a snowball effect, right? All of these negativities rolling in, and then we all begin to feel let down, discouraged, disinflated because of quarantine, social issues again. But I believe some people last year found a way to get through it. Some people last year found a way to do what they were supposed to do for last year. But I believe the majority of us just felt let down. We had high expectations for last year. We had high expectations that we were going to do this and that, the third, ABC. But it's just everything a lot of things came in the way, And I believe that our high expectations got the best of us for 2020, So I believe that a lot of people put their eggs in one basket for last year, and if it's one thing that 2020 has taught me, and I wish it has taught you, that you should limit your expectations, You should limit the amount of goals you put yourself in. And you just got to go with the flow and don't confuse your goals for limitations, right? So my first point is to limit your expectations. Reading this book, The Ways of the Superior Man, one of the chapters is called "We Gotta Start Living with an Open Heart," and this goes into women as well as it goes to men. We gotta start living with an open heart. And what does that mean? We gotta start living open to anything. We gotta start living open to changes. We gotta start living with open to whatever life can throw at us. For example, last year, COVID, quarantine. All that stuff was thrown at us. We didn't even know that was going to happen at all. Nobody knew. But it happened. It discombobulated everyone else. Everyone else didn't know how to react. So which is why I believe we should start living with an open heart more. We're willing to be open to anything. We're willing to have a plan B when plan A doesn't work. And you're just willing to accept anything that comes in your way. You won't feel rattled. You just go with the flow and you just try to come up with other ideas or plans to refute the current situation. And it's not bad to have high expectations for your life, right? It's not bad to vision yourself being a better person this year. But I believe when you have like those expectations very high of yourself, it kind of puts a limit, you know. You won't feel satisfied. You won't feel satisfied until you get it. You'll basically spend your whole life unsatisfied. Even if you don't get your goal, you'll feel unsatisfied, you know. You just have to adjust. I feel like last year has taught us the principles of how to adjust to plan B. And my second point is that we shouldn't confuse our goals towards limitations, right? I believe all of us have these goals can become the end all be all. What I mean by that is the goals that we have can eventually, we have the mentality that, oh, if when I accomplish this, my life will be set. I will feel better now. I will be much more happier. What I want to tell you is that, yes, you can accomplish your goals, right? Your life will, you're not stagnating. You're basically making progress. But the thing is that you're not done. Life keeps on going. Life is always changing. Life will always bring you things that you didn't know would happen. Prime example, 2020. We gotta put realistic goals for our lives. Goals that we can easily attain, right? You gotta start out small. Don't try to rush your goals. Don't confuse your goals towards limitations. Don't confuse your goals towards, oh, until I don't do this, I'm a failure. You're not a fucking failure. You're literally trying your best to try to get to your goal. You're not a failure. Don't make your goals as the end all be all towards your life, because it's not. Life will always keep on going. Life will always bring different changes towards your life, and you will have different goals every single year. When you keep on going up, you'll have different goals. So the goals that you have set right now as a 20-year-old, 18, 19, 21, I don't know. They're going to change. It shouldn't be the end all be all. So let's limit our expectations and let's not put our goals as the benchmark for our lives. If anything, the goals we should have for ourselves are our launchy pad. They are giving us the ability to level up in life. It's not the end all be all, you know. So anyways, man, women, ladies and gentlemen, 2021 is here. Hope everyone had the chance to put their goals down to themselves, you know. Like don't tell any others, because I fucked up last year. That's what I did. And I'm man enough to admit that I lost a few things last year. Lost a lot of money. I did. But just had to reflect on that and just try to be better, you know. And I hope that everyone has the ability to adjust for this year. Hope we all keep that chart going up as well for this year. And, you know, you got to keep that chart going up. As always, thank you for tuning in to Raphael's Big Talks. And let's make this year ours.